Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is Sunday. I'm in my art studio. It's early in the morning, and as I got here and I was looking around and thinking about everything that I wanted to do this week, I thought that it would be cool if I started vlogging and I did like a week in my life as an artist in Paris. I thought it would be cool to show you like what my daily life is like as somebody that works with like mixed materials, and show you what that is truly like, because I think that sometimes we have like an idealized view of like what making art is like, or a very narrow view about what creativity is, what making art is, and things like that. So I want to kind of share with you guys like my daily life, what I'm working on. So if it's your first time here, I'm an American living in Paris. I'm an artist. I work mostly in sculpture, painting, video, and on top of that I have like other income streams too. So my days are never quite the same, and I'm often working on like a bunch of different projects, but you'll see that in the vlog, I'm sure. As most of you know, if you see my last video, je suis en résidence avec un voisin. Du coup, je suis très contente parce que pas non seulement j'ai mon atelier, mais il y a aussi une vie collective, culturelle ici. Du coup, il y a plein d'événements cette semaine et je vais pouvoir vous emmener avec moi. And yeah, let's get into it. So this is currently what my workspace looks like. As you can see, it is very crazy. So yeah, I have a sculpture going right now. I don't know with the lighting if you can see it very well. This morning I was pouring resin onto this painting because as it's mixed materials, it's very fragile. And so yeah, it's gonna give this really cool glossy effect. I decided to put some glitter into the resin. I don't know how I feel about it though. Oh well, who cares? It's an experiment. So one thing that I love to do on Sundays is kind of get like a little bit organized. That is such a lie. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to be planning out today like who I'm going to interview from my documentary series this week and contact them and make sure that they're available. I'm also going to be recording a podcast episode for my Patreon page, and I'm going to be sending out art prints. So we're going to be doing that today as well. I'm going to try and organize in here because honestly, you guys, it gets really messy when you work with mixed media, and if you don't take care of it, then like I'll be walking around and like leaving like trails everywhere, and yeah, not the best. I'm super excited because I had ordered some fake fruit off of eBay last week and I got it in the mail. I got bananas, even got like a pomegranate. And I really love using fake fruit and integrating it into like my sculptures because I think it adds like a pop of color and fun. I've just always loved fake fruit. I don't know why I've been fascinated with it. This banana is kind of small though. I might make this into an earring.
C'est pas mal. Je pense que pour tourner, ça va. Pour l'atelier, peut-être un peu chaud. Non? Je pense que si il y a pour une tournage, après, ça va.
La 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 lo, la 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 lo, do do da da di da. La 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 la, la 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 lo 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 lo. La 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 da da da. Good morning you guys. Donc aujourd'hui c'est une journée très chaud, mais c'est parfait parce que en fait je vais travailler avec les résines aujourd'hui. So if you guys don't know what resin is, it's this liquidy substance that you put as like an overcoat on things, for example ceramics or paintings. So I'm gonna use it today to cover my paintings because since I use mixed media a lot, as much as I love it, the problem is after a few months it'll get chipped, or you know, because some of the material is really fragile, I worry that if it falls over it'll completely break, you know, things like that. Yeah, what the resin is supposed to do is it gives it this like watery effect, this shiny beautiful glimmer, and it's also supposed to harden the surface. I'm going to show you guys how I do that. But first, today at Le Grand Voisin, where I'm in residence, they're having a barbecue. So, very excited for that. C'est à midi, donc en fait, c'est en 10 minutes. Du coup, je vais vous emmener avec moi à la barbecue. On y va! That's cool.
Spécialisé, après je n'aurais pas de citer des mecs de 70.
C'est drôle, par exemple, c'est drôle.
Tu sais, je pourrais dire que...
Alright you guys, so we are back from the barbecue. It was honestly so fun. That's one thing I love about being here, is there's always like so many events and things like that, and just get to meet so many awesome people. And then tonight they're actually gonna have another apéro, so I'm gonna use the afternoon to work and we're gonna get started on this resin. Yeah! Alright you guys, so this is the painting that I'm actually going to be pouring the resin onto. As you can see, it's mixed media, there's glass, there's fake fruit. It's going to leave a glossy finish and protect all of my very vulnerable materials. lemons, shiny magical. Mona, je t'aime Mona. Donc ça c'est mon amie Mona.
Oh, ça va?
Elle est réalisateur, elle est photographe aussi.
J'ai fait en Photoshop, j'ai fait l'inverse de la photo. Après, avec un truc qui s'appelle Transfer Medium. C'est mettre les transferts sur la voix et sur les papiers avec la photo.
Même les détails du visage, c'est assez étonnant quand même.
Mais ouais.
Can you tell me that I'm on your mind? Want this right? I still want you. I still need to hear your thoughts. Feel so small. I want this right. Bending backwards, I don't mind it. I would do anything for you. I am Good morning, you guys. So today has started off a little bit rocky. When I got here this morning, one of the sculptures that I'm working on, which is very top heavy, the middle piece, it actually cracked. So this is a wood sculpture and I'm actually doing like a horse that's jumping over the moon. This is the moon part, and then actually the moon part connects to what is going to be my horse jumping over it. However, I use medium for my wood and medium isn't very solid, so the wood started cracking and so that made my horse fall over. This is one thing like with sculpture is like, you know, you can have like the most creative ideas, but like it has to be able to hold up. And so it's definitely like sometimes a challenge because when you're painting something, it's flat and there's not as many like challenges of like how is it going to fit in the space. Yeah, it's a little bit of a setback, but that's fine. I mean, I'd rather that happen now before my horse is finished, because if that were to fall over while it was finished, it could like possibly break it or like mess it up, but right now it's just the bones of it, so that's fine. And then, oh my god, you guys, yesterday the craziest thing happened to me. Like, it's such a funny story. So like, okay, a few days ago I was coming home on the metro and it was the last metro. So last metro, you get a lot of crazies, you know. Et en fait, la voiture de métro que j'étais dedans était assez vide. Il y avait quelques d'autres filles comme moi. Et j'ai vu qu'il y avait cet homme qui commençait à parler très fort. Il disait à tout le monde de ta gueule. Il était un peu belligérant. He was like drinking and like just being like really obnoxious. He like was taking his shoes off and like clipping his toenail. Like he was just being really like ridiculous. And but I'm just like minding my own business, like not looking at him. He tries to like go over to this old lady and like bother her, but she was just like dead in the eyes. Like her day was probably like so long. Anyway, he comes over to me and I'm just like, no. He goes at my feet and I'm just like, motherfucker, like come on. So I get up and I just move and he's like, yeah, move bitch, you better go, like just being super belligerent or whatever. And I was so mad because like there's nothing that you can really do in those situations because A, like there's not that many people around, so it's like you can't really defend yourself, and B, like if I wanted to defend myself or like if I would have been like, hey, like don't do that, he's like 3 times my size, like drunk, like acting really ridiculous. So I went to the other end of the metro car and I was so mad. But when it was my stop, I got off of the metro car and I looked at him in the eyes and I said, Zanakadoo! Like if I was a witch, like casting a spell on him, and his eyes was like he thought, il a pensé que je lui ai jeté un sort. And I was like so proud of myself because I was like, that'll show him, he thinks that I just like cast a spell on him. And like I had like my black trench coat too, so I probably did look like some like craft character. It was so extra too. I was just like, Zanakadoo! He probably didn't even know what I was doing. But yeah, I told Alex when I got home, he was like, oui, mais imagine si tu veux me voir. J'ai dit, mais je vais jamais le voir ce mec, ce type. En fait, tu vois, Paris c'est une grande ville, il y a plein de tarés partout. Je me suis dit, mais je vais jamais le voir. Last night, you guys, I got on the metro, you know, I was on my phone, walking to the metro car. I walk in and I see these feet. It was his feet. Like he was right in front of me, had taken his shoes off, and I was thinking to myself like, okay, I'm just gonna switch metro cars really quick because he's not gonna remember me, like he's kind of crazy. So, but as I look up, he looks me in the eye and he's like, you, and I'm like, oh my god. So I get off of the metro really quick and I start like walking really fast and like trying to find like another metro car to get in. He comes after me and he like is running after me. He's like, yeah, bitch, you better run. And like this like crazy guy, like shoeless guy running after me. And like I finally get into like this metro car, but he comes after me. At this point I'm like, oh my god, he might actually like try to hurt me or something. And he like stops like this far in front of me and he's like yelling at me and he's like, but he's kind of crazy, so it's not like making sense what he's saying. He's like, assis-toi, assis mon chien, like he's obviously like not right in the head, but like very aggressive, you know? And everybody that's like, he said, tu me connais toi, tu me connais, like everybody that's like in the metro car around me, I'm thinking to myself, they think we're in a relationship and that we're having like this crazy like blowout fight in front of everybody. I'm just like standing there like with my mask on, like, oh my God, like. And finally he's like yelling at me and I'm just like standing there because I'm like, what can I do? Like, if I were to say, like, he's obviously wants to rise out of me, but I was like, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. I just saw him after this, and these two ladies were like, come on, let's go, and we like changed metro cars together, and then he went to that metro car and he started yelling at this other lady, and then we all had to get off the metro, and but like, I was like, oh my God. So then that kind of like, I was so shook. I was like, you know what, I have to get pepper spray. And you know, I don't know what the moral of the story is, you guys. Like, maybe you don't cast fake spells on strangers, but at the same time, like, he spit by me. So what else? The other day when we did the Epilog, I showed you guys like at the end of the night, it kind of finished on the rooftop with, there's this girl who's in residence and she has a coral. It was so magical, honestly. I feel like my social life since I've been here has been like on fire. Like, I've never done that many like outings before or had like so many apéros and everything like that, which is good, but like for my personality too, like I feel like I'm the type of person that I get like fed creatively by being alone, and sometimes being in big groups that can like drain me and stuff. But actually, surprisingly, since I've been here, I don't know if it's because like everybody that I'm around is really creative types, I've been feeling like actually really positive like in big groups and things like that. But yeah, I'm just trying to find like a good life balance basically. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this and get to work. So ideally, what it will look like after is, yeah, I'm gonna have this black part here, which I'm gonna do like a little painting on of the night. Then you have the moon, and then these are the bones of my horse. Obviously, it's not gonna look like that after. However, to get the shape of the horse and everything like that, you do have to have the overall shapes. Donc là, il est presque 16 h et je travaille toute la matinée sur ma petite sculpture. Et maintenant, je vais manger. J'ai mangé cette super bonne salade. I love doing the salad. It's like really simple. Tomato, mozzarella. I'm gonna eat and then I'm going to edit I'm gonna edit my YouTube video for a little bit. That's kind of normally what I do, is like the first half of the day I'll work until about like 6 or 7 p.m. because I feel like in the morning is when I have like the most force and I can like do a lot more like physical labor, and then at night when I'm just like more chill, I'll like come out here on the terrace and I'll like edit. I hope that it doesn't rain. Oh my god, you guys. So the other day I got locked out here and it started raining and I had my computer. Somebody, while I was up editing my video like up on the actual rooftop, somebody like locked the door and I literally like panicked. And so I called like one person that I knew was here because I saw her earlier. The actual kitchen was locked, so they couldn't get inside to get to the second door to let me in. So after like kind of freaking out, because this is a really high rooftop and I was like, I guess I'm fucking stuck up here. I like thought that since I had my keys with me, I could throw them off the roof and somebody could catch them and then come up and open up the kitchen. So yeah, like I said, I had the key to open the kitchen, but not like the second door where that's like in between the terrace and the kitchen. So that sounds complicated, but basically I got locked out here, and so now I'm like really careful that if I go out here just to like make sure that nobody locks me out, or yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna edit for a bit and then I'm gonna go interview somebody from my docu-series. I've been having so much fun interviewing people, you guys. Like, I don't know, I feel like that's one of the lovely things about working on a documentary series or just having like a YouTube channel in general, is it just like brings you closer to others, you know, and I just get to hear other people's stories. It's like maybe normally I would be more in my corner working, so I really like that YouTube kind of pushes me to be more social than I normally would be. Yeah, and then the lady that I'm actually going to be interviewing, she is running the thrift store at the residency that I'm in. Like I said in my other video, my last video, they have like a bunch of different stuff here. They have like a boulangerie, they have different studios, they have like a menuiserie and everything, but there's a lady that's running a thrift store, so I'm gonna interview her. Yeah, it's kind of crazy like having two different activities like I do, like YouTube and then like my art practice, because I feel like most people that do YouTube, unless they're like students, like their full-time job is YouTube. And so I feel like I kind of have two jobs in the sense, because like I'm working in my studio all day and then like I'm normally working until like 11 at night, just like on my YouTube channel and like Patreon stuff. But I think that as a creative person, like one of the beautiful things about being an artist is like your actual art practice. When you're working in your studio, oftentimes it doesn't even feel like work because it's just so much fun to play with different materials and just like, so yeah, I feel like as a creative person you kind of get used to having like a lot of different jobs. Like I was talking to this girl the other day and I was like, I think like as an auto-entrepreneur, as like a business owner, you have to have like as many streams of work as you can, because like imagine if I was only counting on like my art. That would just be so sad in a way, because then I would be thinking like when I'm making something, like I would be thinking about, will this potentially interest somebody to buy? But when I'm making something now, I'm making it for myself and like trying to connect with like a certain group of people that resonate with what I'm doing. But I'm not like, is this globally going to be appreciated? You know, whereas like if I was just relying on that, I think that that would be really complicated. So yeah, let me know down below if you guys are also creatives and you have different income streams, different like things going on. And I definitely think like that the more activities you have, they definitely like nourish each other. Like, you know, if I'm like not feeling motivated on YouTube, I'll just like let it go for a day and I will, you know, work in my studio, work on a painting, work on a sculpture, and then when I'm tired of that, I'll like do YouTube, or I'll like work on my vintage shop and things like that. And yeah, so I'm gonna edit, and then I think tonight Alex is gonna come and we're gonna have dinner or something like that. And it's starting to rain.